had to choose, had hands reaching out, trying to pull you through. But you turned from the voices that were trying to guide. I chose a darker way just to prove your side. You thought age made you grown, thought words made you right, thought running your mouth meant you knew how to fight. But bills don't care what story you tell, and lies don't keep you from meeting yourself. We tried to help, but you called it control. Tried to warn you, but you hardened your soul. You don't get wisdom from running your mouth. You get it when life knocks the young out. You took a wrong path just to try and prove us wrong. Turned your back on the road that could've led you home. You called it being grown, but grown don't act that way. Life will pass you by on that wrong path of hate. Truth comes collected, no matter how long it takes. You spend what you had like tomorrow was free, then blamed everybody when you couldn't meet me. Made yourself a victim in a story you spun, but truth ain't scared of what your tongue has done. Told them lies like they cover your tracks, but time has a way of bringing things back. You can fool the room, you can cry, you can shout, but real life don't care when the lights go out. We tried to teach what time taught us slow, but you had to walk where the cold winds blow. You don't learn life from the games you play, you learn when the cost comes due someday. You took the wrong path just to try and prove us wrong. Turned your back on the road that could've led you home. You called it being grown, but grown don't act that way. Life will pass you by on that wrong path of hate. Truth comes collecting, no matter how long it takes. Hey, I come from hills where the hard times stayed. What's up was beans and fried taters most days. Deer meat, sometimes pork chops when we could. Thanksgiving felt like heaven when the table looked good. Christmas was a blessing, not a pile on the floor. We learned to be thankful when there wasn't much more. So when you throw them words like they're meant to break me, you ain't seen enough life to even shake me. Time is the teacher you can't talk down. It'll humble your heart, put your knees on the ground. You can call me the villain, you can call me to blame, but years have a way of setting fire to shame. One day you look back when the noise is gone, see who tried to help and who you stepped on. And maybe by then you'll understand why wisdom ain't born in a young fool's prime. You took them all back just to try and prove us wrong. Turned your back on the road that could've led you home. You called it being grown, but grown don't act that way. Life will pass you by on that wrong path of hate. You took the wrong path. Now the road's getting cold and time to hand wisdom to a mouth running mode. You learn what we try when it's too late to change. Life will pass you by on that wrong path of hate. Truth comes collected, no matter how long it takes.